I need to stay hidden.
Those priests must be the ones who hired the thugs and want to get rid of Socrates.
And their own testimony.
I need water!
Somebody fucking help me!
Socrates, you're here.
I am.
What happened? The trial couldn't have taken place that quickly.
Had I been given the chance to defend myself, it would have been quick indeed. But unfortunately for me, I was let free before I could.
That's good news.
Apparently, those who had charges to bring against me were found dead. And evidence they claimed to have went missing.
It sounds like someone was looking out for you.
There were also some people protesting my arrest, I was told. I have to ask, did you have something to do with this?
Me? Kill? Steal? Arrange protests?
Yes.
It does sound like me. But it was someone else this time.
I'm glad I asked.
Did you have time to find an answer for the Pythia's words?
I thought it would have taken much longer than it did, but the moment I stopped thinking about it, it came to me like a flash of Zeus's lightning.
So, do you agree with the Pythia, or not?
The gods cannot lie. Yet, I know that I know nothing. I had to understand what it meant for one who knows nothing to be called wise. I realized that though the Pythia said my name, she did not mean me.
Who did she mean then?
That is not an answer I'd yet like to voice. It's one that people may not want to hear, and I must think on how I wish to share my new beliefs with Athens.
Whatever it is, be careful. I don't want to find you've been arrested again. We should get you home. I'm sure you'll be more comfortable there.
In some ways, that will be true. In others, well, Xanthippe will decide that. Being free feels good, but I don't believe Xanthippe will be happy with me.
She has good reason to be mad this time.
We argue often about how I need to be careful with what I say and what I said. This will only give her more cause to bring it up.
That doesn't sound very fun.
Oh, you misunderstand. I love it.
You do?
People see Xanthippe and believe it is her beauty that drew me to her. But it is her argumentative spirit I lust for.
Nobody ever likes that about me.
Having my opinions and thoughts challenged helps me to refine them and to grow as a person.
And she likes these arguments?
Oh, I doubt it. But it is in those fiery moments that her spirit is strongest, like an untamed horse.
Don't call her a horse to her face.
I'm afraid your advice is a bit too late.
somewhere safe, Socrates.
It's your darn scum! Someone help me!
I wonder what that was about.
With the things I do, it's sometimes hard to know.
Let's hurry back before anything else happens.
You came back. Finally. I'm ready to return to Athens. I've had enough of Phokis and this talk of the Pythia.
You will be happy to hear I have no need for her words any longer.
Ah, then something positive came out of this after all.
I just remembered. A student of yours has been taking notes of your teachings. He wanted you to have them. What did you do that for?
Nobody asked him to write down my words.
Even so, why not keep it? Share it with others.
Because of a story I was told as a boy.
All right, let's hear it.
The king of Egypt, Thamos, was visited by the god Thephtha. Thephtha offered the invention of writing to the king and told him it was an elixir of memory and wisdom. But Thamos disagreed. He believed the people would no longer use their memories, for they would simply read instead. These written words would not offer true wisdom, but only the appearance of such.
You don't want your words written down so others can't use them to pretend to be smart.
Much like creatures in a painting, the words sit there unmoving. If you ask them a question, they will preserve a solemn silence. And no matter how many times you ask, they will only ever say the same thing. They cannot defend their message.
That's the part you like. The defense of your words.
All who speak should defend their words if questioned about them. That is why I choose to speak and not write. That is why any words of mine that last beyond my final breath will be those that people choose to remember. Those words will be true wisdom and not an illusion.
What's your plan now?
After I return to Athens, there's much I need to consider.
You'll be careful, right?
If I have to choose between saying nothing and staying safe, or speaking up and risking my life, the choice is easy.
I should get going. I'm glad you're free.
As am I, although, if you allow me, there is something.
I doubt I could stop you.
We like to believe that action means progress, but it's control that's so truly desired. The more we do, the more control it seems we have, but the less we allow for others. If we grip too tightly, we'll find we've crushed what it is we're holding on to.
Meaning...
Meaning we must sometimes let life unfold without trying to influence the outcome.
I'll keep that in mind. I almost forgot. In your letter, you said you had something to ask me. What was it?
You know, I've completely forgotten now. Take care, Alexios.
Stay out of trouble, Socrates. Found her.
You! What are you doing here? This is sacred ground. You should not be here. Well, either leave or tell me what you want. Who are you?
I was told to come here and speak to Daphne.
So you're the one Thalia spoke of. And it was you who slew the unkillable?
It was tough, but not unkillable. I'm Alexios.
I'm Daphne, leader of the Daughters of Artemis. I have a task for you if you're willing and able.
When you put it like that, how could I not accept?
There's a boar not too far from here. Kill it, then bring me its pelt.
You want me to kill a pig?
This is no ordinary boar. Let's see if you are worthy of my challenge. Kill it, and bring me the pelt. I'll be waiting, with your reward.
That's a big pig.
get this pelt back to Daphne at the temple.
Did you get lost?
Here, I killed your piggy for you.
You are skilled. Of that there is no doubt.
I have plenty of talents. Of that you can be sure.
Oh, is that so? Well, I look forward to putting them all to the test.
Oh? And what did you have in mind?
Many things. But first, to business. There are beasts that roam this world, but are not fully of it. They've been placed here by the gods as trials, as tests.
These beasts are creatures like any other. The world is full of mysteries, but not everything unexplained is ordained by the gods.
Perhaps before this is over, you will have a different opinion.
What exactly do you want me to do?
I want you to prove your worth in the eyes of Artemis, and hunt these creatures.
I don't need to prove my worth to anyone. Just tell me what's the reward.
With each pelt you return, I will grant you a boon from Artemis. If you are able to slay all the beasts, well, let's say your relationship with the daughters of Artemis will be forever changed.
All right, I'll do it. Now, just how many of these animals are there?
Artemis has laid out 8 trials, and you have already started the journey. Hunt down those that remain.
How will I recognize the creatures?
Oh, you'll know.
I think I may already have some of them.
Bring the pelts to me. I'll await your return with my sisters, the daughters of Artemis. I hope you don't make me wait too long to see your face again. Beast Slayer, I'm glad to see you.
Daphne, I didn't think you would be.
The path I set you on is fraught with danger. You could have been killed, or given up.
No danger could have kept me from seeing you again.
Maybe you're getting ahead of yourself. Maybe.
The Nemean lion's pelt.
Magnificent. As is its hunter.
Strength is powerless in the face of beauty. Even Heracles fell to its sway.
You slay me as easily with your words as your weapons do these beasts.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Beast Slayer.
I'll return when I have more pelts.
Aphrodite, Artemis, Athena, mothers and daughters of Olympus, please, lead us to safety. We can't lose anyone else.
I'm none of those, but I am Alexios Hemistios. What's wrong?
My people are in grave danger. We lost our leaders and our warriors, and now our hunters have disappeared.
Hunting parties can be gone for weeks before returning. What happened to everyone else?
War. The fight between Athens and Sparta has reached our borders, so the men left to offer their swords. I fear that those remaining will be lost to the sons of Xerxes.
I haven't heard of the Sons of Xerxes. That's quite the name.
Persians left over from the Battle of Thermopylae. They have no nation except the heritage of an ancient king, but their numbers are great, and ours are not.
I would not trade our roles in this situation. Though killing is my specialty, and I can hunt and track.
Do you deal in advice? I don't know how to address my people. They know something is wrong, and I'm not sure what to do about it.
If you're the leader, then act like it. High road or low road, you must still pick your path.
You're right. I need to make preparations instead of panicking. But then, there's still the missing hunting party. Would you find them for me?
I'll look for the missing hunters.
My cousin Agnodiki volunteered to look for them. She hasn't returned either. Agnodiki went looking for the hunting party. She's headstrong. If she had found them, she wouldn't return until she was able to bring everyone home.
I'll look for her too.
You're it! Yeah! Oh no! Oh no, 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 no! I'm not dead yet! What should I do? Get it down! Oh no! Oh no, 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 no! Yeah! Do we have a problem? Could be no!
Those bastards! Those bastards!
Are you all right?
Do I look all right?
You survived. It's more than we can say for your companions.
That was our warning. First our hunters, then the rest of the village. I need to warn our magistrate about the son of Xerxes and their plans.
And I need to see her about my payment.
I've lost much, but without you, I'd be joining my husband in Hades. For that, you have my thanks.
You've returned. What news of Agnodiki and the hunters?
Magistrate Perictioni, I have grave news. The sons of Xerxes are preparing to strike. Oh, it's you. Magistrate, this Mistio saved me from certain death.
For double the reward, I hope?
Finally, someone around here who knows how to use a sword. I've been trying to convince Perry to build our defenses since we first saw the sons of Xerxes creeping closer to the village.
This is my sister, Thea. She considers herself to be acting general of Lalea in the man's absence.
It was your husband who shielded us before. Someone must do so now! Did you hear anything Agnodiki said? If we wait on the gods for help, we will be massacred.
The only language the sons of Xerxes seem to understand is violence.
Mistios, what if I hired you to protect the village?
I'll do what I can.
Good. Meet me at Kiphisos Spring. I have plans for those sons of Xerxes. Good to see your face again.
Yours too.
Lalea is the daughter of Kiphisos, god of this spring. It's said that she lives in these pools.
Thea, right? Perictioni told me you've been acting as general. Though, from what I saw earlier, you and your sister don't see eye to eye.
Perry would die folded in prayer before she asked for my advice.
Her distraction has allowed the sons of Xerxes to advance.
And now we are on the knife's edge waiting for the slaughter, and we have done nothing. I must prepare myself to fight, and hopefully the others too. Can you teach me?
Your sister says you act like a general. Let's see if you fight like one.
I'm ready. Told you not to go easy on me. You hit hard! Well, that was humbling.
The sons of Xerxes won't be as kind.
No, it's a good wake-up call. One I wish Perry could have. But Big Sister always knows best.
Sounds like she's always giving you a hard time.
You could say that. Acting like the hero while I do the dirty work.
Now you're the hero.
One can only hope to live up to that title. I've been playing soldier too long, and now I'm stuck in the role of Perseus while feeling like Andromeda.
I seem to recall the legend saying that Andromeda was nude and tied to a rock.
Was she? I'll have to remember that the next time I'm reenacting the myth. Lalea has a rich heritage for theater, though not so much for fighting.
Spartan women are taught to keep up with Spartan men. Lalea seems different.
It is an oversight that I've been pushing to correct. When the men leave for war, our defenses are limited to a few hunters too valuable to leave, or young men who can barely hold a spear.
And now that the hunters are dead,
We're more exposed to attacks from the sons of Xerxes than ever.
I've seen kings and commanders. You share their temperament.
Perry married the governor. I am unwed. Spinsters do not become leaders. We exist on the fringes.
We should get back to the task at hand. There's still a lot to do.
You're right, but it's hard to know where to start. I need to train the others for war, but we are without weapons and armor. No blacksmith. But his daughter is still here.
And what about the hunters you lost?
We need to train replacements. There's also a camp close by. Likely the daughters of Artemis. They are not a friendly bunch, so we've been doing our best to avoid them.
Who should I train to hunt?
I've met with some volunteers from the village. They've got a little experience, but need to have their bow arms straightened. You can find them on the edge of Lalea.
Not sure how useful I'll be to the blacksmith's daughter.
Methiadusa mentioned needing some materials before she can get started. Between you and me, she needs a little push. She's been helping her father at the forge since she could walk, but she still doubts her own abilities.
I'll get to it.
Tell me to make the weapons, but any of them ask if I know how. Oh, who are you?
A mercenary hired by the village magistrate.
Oh, that explains why I don't know you. I'm Methiadusa. Please don't tell me you need new weapons or armor.
I don't, but the rest of the village does.
Oh, that's worse.
I thought you were the village blacksmith. Why are you so reluctant?
I'm not the village blacksmith. My father is, and my brother is his apprentice. I just fetch wood when they need it. Now they all expect me to arm the village.
Are you the only member of your family left?
I'll know when the men return from war. Mater left with the ferryman last year.
Is there any way I can help?
I think Pater left the molds and tools nearby, but I need ore, and even then I might make something utterly useless.
You look capable enough to me.
There's a difference between knowing how to do something with your mind and knowing how to do it with your hands.
Fair enough. What kind of ore do you need?
Any kind of ore will technically do, but...
But...
My pater used the legendary ore when making a dagger for my mater. It is called Aphrodite's ore. Sounds strange, but it's true.
How did the ore get its name?
The legend says Hephaestus, god of the forge, found this ore and used it to make a helmet for his wife, Aphrodite. She loved it for its color. Because of that, the ore works in the hands of any smith.
Where can I find the ore?
It's hard to reach. It's down the cliffs at the Persian remnants in a secret cave, just above the water.
Sounds like you've been there before.
I told you, I wasn't the smith. I was there to fetch what Pater needed. I'd go myself, but I need to hit up the kiln.
I'll bring back Aphrodite's ore. This is the whole hunting party?
We're all Lalea has to spare since the sons of Xerxes killed our husbands and sons. You must be the Mystios Perictioni hired.
I am.
We may not be the big brutes you're used to, but we're versed in killing well enough.
Well, we know how to fish.
That's a start.
We're ready. Do you have everything you need?
Yes. Get your bows and we'll go. Tell me about Lalea.
We've been blessed by both the waters of Kephissos and by Aphrodite herself. For she is the source of all beauty.
All settlements need to be near water. Ours just has a lot.
And you fish in the pools and the river?
Kephissos provides us with what we need.
Not enough in there to provide for all of Lalea. That's why we need you.
With the sons of Xerxes so close, is there less game around?
We've been relying more on fish and fruit. It's enough for now.
Animals don't scream and beg for mercy the way humans do. I doubt they interest the sons of Xerxes as much.
There's still food. Perhaps their numbers aren't as high as we think.
They may not have enough archers to black out the sun with arrows, but they do have enough to fill every citizen of Lalea with holes.
Here we are. A great bear is said to live nearby.
Don't mention the bear. I'm already regretting being here.
To shoot, you need to raise your elbow to be level with your ear, keeping your arm straight and relaxed. Your arrow needs to be just below your eye, then exhale on release. Try to aim for the eye, so that you don't damage the rest of the meat.
Thank you, Mystios. I've learned much from the bow. Aphrodite may provide, but Artemis acts.
Lalea is such a beautiful place. I'm glad I can do my part to take care of it. Thank you.
That should be enough to get you through the week, but there's still much to be done for Lalea.